Hi there. My question is for JP. I'd love to know, how do you get into this character before recording?
Um, is it wrong to say cigarettes and whiskey? No. That's
No
not
wrong answer.
true. That's not true. Um, no, I don't know if it's not so much a get into character thing. It's like it's a slip thing, and I think it kind of has to do that I get him. I get his I I understand his snappy sense of humor. I understand
Hmm.
like that sort of go get him like fast talking, all business. Like, I wouldn't say it's the dominant part of me, but it's definitely a part of me. And so it's just kind of tapping into that. Um, but yeah, the voice is just doing the thing.
It's magic. It works.
Thank you.
Okay, so this question is for you, Brandon. Being a dad, do you see any of your own kids in these characters?
Ah, oh, do
This
I?
could get you in trouble.
It's a safe place.
Well, thank you. Yes, absolutely. I'll give you the sincere and this is from the old series, but that the series finale, and spoiler if you haven't watched the old series, but the series ends with the boss baby realizing it's time to grow up and stop taking the formula, and it's time to move on, and things are going to be different. Um, and I knew, like, probably 6 months out when we were kind of targeting that episode, like, oh, I'm going to be writing that in May of 2019 when my oldest child is graduating high school and things are
Wow.
about to change and move on. That was the hardest thing I ever wrote on the show because it was ripping me apart, to write that. And then on the more fun side, there's an episode in this new series in this season, where there's a family go fish tournament, and that's a lot of maybe venting some parental frustrations from having played many a board game and many a card game with young children. So Tim, especially in that episode, is speaking from a place close to my heart.
Okay, this question is for both of you. How do you hope this new series connects with the audience?
I think the concept of work life balance is a biggie that comes in there, and just Boss Baby is very much grappling with the idea of, but like before it was like, how do I be an integral part of a family and stop being, the executive? And it, to a certain extent, he's relearning that, but instead of like, how do I be a better brother? How do I be a better baby? It's more about, how do I be a better uncle? How do I be a better responsible adult in the room? And also let the other people on my team shine so that I can have a life of my own, as opposed to just work, 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 work.
I love that. That's powerful.
And I think another thing that goes along with that is just learning how to accept and embrace, and welcome other people into your life.
Hmm.
Um, this is a whole new cast. This is a whole new cast of characters,
Yeah.
in surrounding Boss Baby, and it was amazing to us how quickly it just all felt natural. How quickly it all felt like, well, no, this is a family now, and things do change, and we grow, and I think that's important for kids to see,
Hmm.
that life changes, as you get older, um, but the people that you're with, are that foundation always, that keeps you rooted, and so the more you can welcome them and let them be part of your life, like Boss Baby learns how to do, the smoother everything is going to go.
Okay, I'd love to know, what boss baby character do you each personally relate to the most?
Uh, it's usually Boss Baby for me,
Yeah.
and it's not because I think he's always right, morally or ethically or politically or whatever else, even financially. But I admire how willing he is to learn from his mistakes. And as somebody who makes plenty of my own, um, and has to learn a lot of things on the job, so to speak. I admire his ability to take that and grow and change.
That's great. Thank you. What about you, JP?
I would say Tim, because especially in this particular series, because I really relate to Tim being the adult who has adult responsibilities. I'm not a parent, but I relate to, having to pay bills and, do the adulty thing.
Yeah, all the
While
adults.
also having that like inherent, like, I want to go on the kids' adventures. I want to, have that part and not lose that, and sort of straddling the balance of, trying to do both.
Okay, so we talked a little bit about family background, but I gotta know, were either of you boss babies in your own families growing up?
I think JP is probably more likely.
I mean, look, I'm not only an only child, I'm an adopted only child, so I am super spoiled. No.
You were made for this role then.
I was made for it, really. I mean, yeah. I was definitely. I mean, there was no other child that could have been the boss.
Mm-hmm.
However, I had pretty strict parents, so there wasn't a lot of pushing around that I could get away with, which is for the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a hard no. I'm the third of 7 kids, and the next one after me came 2 years after I was born. So I'm sure when I was, 1, I was the boss of something at least.
A little bit.
But I was too young to remember or appreciate the good times when I was the baby. So yeah, no, my whole growing up was always as an older sibling, and not the oldest sibling. So not even the one who gets to boss the other siblings around. But
I fell in that area too. I'm number 4 out of 5. So I got to boss my little sister around, but I was also equally bossed around.
right.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.